On paper, you're the perfect catch. Not fast, not strong for its size. You can see worse in the dark than most predators. No fangs, no venom, no shell. If an alien biologist were to rank animals by their level of physical protection, humans would be near the very bottom of the list. And yet, over the millions of years that large predators have existed on this planet, no species has ever specialized specifically in hunting humans. No animal has ever existed whose main diet consists of us. This is no coincidence. And the answer to why will turn out to be far more terrifying than it seems at first glance. Let's start with the obvious problem of time. A predator's specialization in a specific prey is a process that takes tens of thousands and sometimes hundreds of thousands of generations of coexistence. The cheetah didn't become fast by accident. It has co-evolved with antelopes for millions of years, gradually adapting to their speed. Nature simply didn't have time to do the same thing to us. Modern humans spread across the planet too quickly and too recently by evolutionary standards for even a single species to have had time to specialize in us. But time isn't the only reason. Even if nature had a better chance, we were constantly changing the rules of the game faster than biology could keep up. Fire, tools, spears, and later, weapons. Every time a predator started to take even the slightest interest in us as easy prey, we were changing our technology faster than he had time to adapt. Evolution works over generations. We've been working for decades. It wasn't a fair race. And here's the really grim part. The few species that began to show an interest in humans as prey did not survive long enough to pass on this tendency to their offspring because we killed them first. In 1898, the Tsavo lions in Kenya killed dozens of railroad workers over a 9-month period. According to various estimates, the man-eating tiger of Champawati killed more than 400 people in India and Nepal in the early 1900s. It always ended the same way. Any individual that tried to hunt humans was destroyed first. How this trait might have become established in the population. We are literally weeding this trait out of the gene pool every time it manifests itself. A caveat is needed here because otherwise it sounds as if any lion is, in principle, capable of becoming a man-eater. In fact, both the Tsavo lions and the Champawati tiger were anomalies. The tiger had 2 fangs knocked out by a gunshot. It was physically unable to hunt its usual prey. The Tsavo lions had serious dental problems. These weren't healthy members of the species who chose us because they liked us. These were animals that circumstances had driven into a desperate situation where humans were their only available source of calories. Next is a biological cause that is rarely discussed. The predatory instinct is not universal. It is tailored to a specific type of prey, its movements, shape, scent, and behavior when panicked. The wolf is targeting ungulates. The lion has set its sights on antelopes and zebras. We don't fit into any of those molds. We move the wrong way, we smell the wrong way, and we react unpredictably. To a predator's prey recognition system, a human is not easy prey. It is something unfamiliar. And unfamiliar almost always means risk rather than opportunity. And here's another factor that's almost never mentioned. We are a social species. Predators have a keen understanding of herd dynamics because their usual prey also lives in groups. An antelope in the center of the herd is safe. An antelope on the edge is a target. Predators hunt for isolation, not for the group. A person almost never encounters a predator alone and without the chance to mount a collective defense. An attack on one person almost always carries the risk of provoking a reaction from the entire group. And this is precisely the scenario that predators are evolutionarily programmed to avoid. In some species, especially saltwater crocodiles and certain species of sharks, so-called exploratory bites have been recorded. This isn't an attempt to kill, it's a predator's way of gathering sensory information about an unfamiliar object to test it out before deciding whether it's worth launching a full-scale attack. In other words, some predators have not, in principle, given up on the idea of humans as prey for good. They simply haven't gained enough positive experience yet to move from trying it out to specializing. This transition simply never gets a chance to happen because we kill or chase the individual away before it gets a second chance. A 2019 study of pumas in the Santa Cruz Mountains showed that fear of humans is so deeply ingrained in the behavior of large predators that they drop their already dead prey as soon as they hear a human voice. This is the result of thousands of years of consistent, firm counterpressure on our part. Remove that pressure, and the fear begins to fade within literally a few generations. Take away that pressure, and fear begins to fade within just a few generations. Wherever people stop hunting and scaring them away, large predators gradually lose the very wariness that kept us off their menu. This is already being observed in nature reserves, where animals are becoming accustomed to human presence more quickly than seems safe. So, no, you aren't specifically protected by nature through some hidden mechanism. You are protected by history, tens of thousands of years during which every animal that dared to test whether you were edible was eliminated before it could. Subscribe further for more.